पे बाद में बात करेंगे, लीगल और इलीगल पे, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन और कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पे बाद में बात करेंगे। एज फॉर टुडे this is a part of constitution or not? इतना लगता है।
My humble submission, after your examine amendment.
Mike,
Let me complete.
Mike's the one.
Sorry. After your lordships examine, I'm seeking the larger bench consisting of all 16 judges. If this honorable court comes to the conclusion that it was against the basic features of the Constitution, therefore this would cease to exist from the date it purports to have come into force.
तो
This is my submission.
देखिए, जो यहाँ कोई क्वेश्चन जब तक क्लियर नहीं होगा तो फिर वो एक पेज पे नहीं शायद आ सकेंगे। देखिए ना, वी आर बाउंड बाय द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन,
Valid Constitution.
इन आवर व्यू, वो चले आप उसको राइटर आप लगा लें, as per our view you are also bound by the constitution unless it is declared as such as you pray. उस वक्त तक हम अगर एक बेसिक पॉइंट पे एग्री नहीं करेंगे, अब डेफिनेटली नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन यही था, ये जो आपने अभी फरमाया है व्हाट इज द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल प्रोविजन। अब अगर आप ये कहें कि 26th अमेंडमेंट को आप नहीं मानते, वी आर बाउंड बाय दैट, हमने उसके मुताबिक चल रहा है, हम तो नहीं कर सकते अनलेस इट इज डिक्लेयर्ड, अदरवाइज जब डिक्लेरेशन हो जाएगा तो फिर
जी सही है।
इस वक्त आप भी जो आर्गू करेंगे डीमिंग इट की पार्ट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, फिर ही हो सकेगा, वरना ज़ाहिर है आप कहेंगे कि हम तो मानते नहीं, ये क्या डिक्लेरेशन और क्या फिर वो, तो ये बेंच भी उसी
मेरी गुजारिश यही है,
ये मौजूदा बेंच भी उसी 26 कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन अमेंडमेंट के तहत बनी है और आप इस बेंच में आए हैं,
उसी पर मैं आऊंगा ना।
उसका मतलब ये कि
और हामिद साहब, अगर ये नहीं है, यू से दैट इट्स नॉट पार्ट ऑफ द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, ठीक नहीं है, तो व्हाई देन यू हैव चैलेंज दैट? आप समझते हैं तो इसलिए चैलेंज किया।
Not part of the constitution if my submissions are accepted by this court.
वही तो है, वो
Our court not cleared that.
It is the part of it, whether right or wrong,
I'm subject.
but that has not been suspended by this court.
जी जी।
तो
देखिए,
फिलहाल तो है।
आपने जब 26वीं तरमीम की वैलिडिटी के बारे में सुनना है, आपने 1 मिनट के लिए एक दफा फिर 21वीं 21st of October पे जाना है, क्योंकि at that time it was passed. And in all such cases, whenever a part of the constitution or amendment is struck down, it is struck down from the very date when it was introduced to begin with. So that is what it is. For the time being, all I have to show before this honorable court that what is the effect of this amendment, and being effect of this amendment, does it affect the very basic features of the constitution? Not
हामिद साहब, वो मैरिज पे है हामिद साहब, इस वक्त जो है ना वो हम प्रीमेच्योर स्टेज पे जा रहे हैं।
नहीं सर,
अभी आप सिर्फ जो है ना कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऑफ बेंच के ऊपर, इफ यू विल कन्फाइन योर आर्ग्यूमेंट्स फॉर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूटिंग द फुल कोर्ट, दैट वुड बी बेटर, बिकॉज आपकी स्किल में हम सुन रहे हैं, वी आर नॉट हियरिंग इन मेन केस टुडे ना, so I hope you can find to that.
The primary arguments which will be there for your lordships on merit, which I am not going at, but just for the sake of submission that a full court may be constituted, I will only refer to those, not yet saying that how they are against the basic features. I will not argue that now. I'll argue that later. But I'm just showing that one of the basic features of the Constitution is the independence of judiciary. And what I am trying to submit here, by amending Article 175A, the independence of the judiciary has been adversely affected. So that's only to this extent I'm making. The other is that the separation of powers have been affected because under Article 191A, which is the product of the 26th Amendment, now appointment of judges or formation of benches, which was always the function of internal function of the Supreme Court. the Chief Justice, or later when that law was brought in, which made the committee of Chief Justice and two senior most judges, it was a function of internal function of the Supreme Court. For the first time in the history of Pakistan, a mechanism has been introduced through Article 191A by which the formation of benches have been taken away from the Chief Justice or for that matter.
सारी बात देखिए फिर मैरिट्स पर जा
नहीं, मैरिट्स पे नहीं जा रहा।
चलिए एक क्वेश्चन करते हैं
एक्चुअली बात कर रहा हूँ
एक क्वेश्चन करते हैं
जी।
अब आपकी प्रेयर अटेंड करने के लिए under the provisions of this constitution including 26th amendment whether this case can be fixed before the 16-member bench as your prayer is वो हमें constitution से बता दें ये होगी डायरेक्ट आपकी
जी जी। I'll show how this had to be done by a 16-member bench, or I would say before a full court of 16 judges in existence at the time of passing of the amendment.
अब दो कमिटीज हैं उन्होंने प्रिरोगेटिव है उनका ऑटोमेटिक ट्रांसफर बिफोर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन बेंच अब फिक्सेशन दोनों कमिटीज का प्रिरोगेटिव है तो उस कमेटी में जाना वो समझाते कहते कि हम यहाँ से ज्यादा से ज्यादा एट द मोस्ट वी कैन रेफर टू द कमेटी
इसमें जो बात मैं अर्ज कर रहा हूँ वो ये है कि पहली दफा that's why I'm pointing out 191A. I'm not reading the whole article. Shall read that. इसमें एक मैकेनिज्म दिया गया है forming a certain judicial commission which are going to fix the cases before a constitutional bench. The first time a concept of constitutional benches within the Supreme Court. Otherwise, Supreme Court is a constitutional court. Every bench is a constitutional bench.
वो कमीशन जो है ना वो फिक्सेशन ऑफ केसेस के लिए नहीं है वो अपॉइंटमेंट फॉर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल बेंच है
रिलेवेंट फॉर वो जो प्रोविजन पढ़ ले तो बेहतर होगा
जी जी।
वो रिलेवेंट फॉर देखिए जो प्रोविजन है रिलेवेंट वो पढ़ ले
केसेस जो है अंडर द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन वो
The appointment, the nomination of constitutional bench, it is vested in the jurisdiction of the Judicial Commission. But so far as the cases are concerned,
Yes.
Section Article 191A, there is a committee constituted itself in the article for deciding the fixation of cases.
and constitution of benches as well.
Just like a committee constituted under Practice and Procedure Act for the normal benches.
Now, sir, there shall be a constitutional bench. There shall be constitutional benches of the Supreme Court comprising such judges of the Supreme Court and for such term as may be nominated and determined by the Judicial Commission of Pakistan from time to time. Now, sir, there is a Judicial Commission which is under Article 175A. Now, there is another Judicial Commission which consists of, provided that the constitutional benches may comprise equal number of judges from each province. Yes, sir. The most senior judge amongst judges nominated under Clause 1 shall be the most senior judge of the constitutional benches. No bench of the Supreme Court other than constitutional bench shall exercise following jurisdiction vested in the Supreme Court, namely original jurisdiction of the Supreme Court under Article 184, appellate jurisdiction of the Supreme Court under Clause 3 of Article 185, where a judgment or order of a High Court involves constitutionality of any law or a substantial question of law as the interpretation of the Constitution, advisory jurisdiction of the Supreme Court under Article 186. For the purposes of Clause 3, a bench consisting of not less than 5 judges to be nominated by a committee consisting of the most senior judge of the constitutional benches and next two senior judges from the judges nominated under Clause 1. All petitions and appeals. Now, sir, this has to be read with Article 175A because now the Judicial Commission. Earlier, the Judicial Commission was did not consist of any person who is outside judiciary. The point I am trying to make here that prior to 26th Amendment, the Judicial Commission was already there under the 18th Amendment. The difference that has come about is that Judicial Commission, formation Judicial Commission, or it had a majority of judges on that. It had majority of the judges in that Judicial Commission. Whereas after the amendment, now the judges are in a minority. Now, Chief Justice, three most senior judge of the constitutional benches, then Federal Minister of Law and Justice, Attorney General, an advocate having not less than 15 years practice in the Supreme Court, from Pakistan Bar Council, 2 members from the Senate and 2 members from the National Assembly, of whom shall be from the Treasury benches, 1 from each bench, each house, and 2 from the opposition benches, 1 from each house. The nomination from the Treasury benches shall be made by the leader of the House and from the opposition by the leader opposition, meaning thereby they are members have to be from the Parliament. Provided that during the time when the National Assembly stands as all the remaining 2 members, not important. A woman or a Muslim, non-Muslim, other than member of Magistrate Shura Parliament, who is qualified to be a member of the Senate as a technocrat, to be nominated by the Speaker of the National Assembly for a term of 2 years. So, sir, in a nutshell, what it says, we'll go more in detail in this when we argue on marriage. But for the sake of why were you asking for full court, I have to show that there has been a transformation by the 26th Amendment. Prior to that, the Judicial Commission consists of a majority of judges of whether High Court, Supreme Court.
तो फिर वो उसकी मैरिट्स की बात हो जाएगी ना, फिर वो कमेटी अलग थी, उसमें पार्लियामेंट्री कमेटी स्टेट मेंबर्स।
मैं सिर्फ ये कहना चाहता हूँ कि ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जो हुई है उसमें majority of judges have gone into minority and the majority is now with the executive branch.
ये तो आप फैक्ट्स बता रहे हैं, आप हमें वो कानून या आइन का वो प्रोविजन बताते हैं कि जिसके तहत हमारे इख्तियार हो बेंच बनाना या ताकि उसको आगे लेके चले, इस कानून के तहत हम करेंगे, आप वो बताएं।
ये मैं सिर्फ फर्ज कर रहा हूँ इस हद तक कि इससे इफेक्ट